Hello my friends, it's Hannah Eve and you're watching Eve Believe Beauty. So obviously today there's somebody else in the video. Do you guys remember her? This is my sister Melanie and we are going to do a really exciting video today. At least we're really excited about it.
Yes, for sure. Hi guys.
So this is a little bit different for my channel. This is going to be a makeup video. I have had some requests for a makeup-y type video, so hopefully you guys enjoy this. So we went shopping at Sephora. And we decided to get something that, I don't know if you've heard about this or not, but it's really freaking awesome. Do you guys recognize this?
It's huge.
It is huge. This is the Divergent makeup set by Sephora. It's the Divergent limited edition multi-piece collector's kit. Whoa. So we're gonna do a little review. We bought it together because I did not want to pay $60 for it and she didn't want to pay for $60 for it. So we each paid 30 bucks and we bought it together and we split up all the pieces inside. So if you guys are not familiar with the Divergent books or the movie, which is coming out actually on Friday, I'm gonna try and get this up before Friday so you guys can see it. And I don't know, maybe when you're out at the mall watching the movie, you stop by Sephora and you're like, let's get me some Divergent makeup. So anyways, so we're going to try to not have any spoilers about the books or anything in there. I have read the first book. I haven't read the other one, so please do not spoil anything for me either in the comments section. And she is almost done with the first book. Yep. So we try not to spoil anything. We'll try really hard. But we just got really excited. We haven't even finished the whole series and we're already in love. So that's why we had to get this. So some information about this, it doesn't have anywhere on it a brand or anything listed anywhere. It doesn't say anything on the little information packaging, whatever that comes on there. It doesn't say anything. I actually had to ask somebody at Sephora. This is given by the, or made by the Sephora brand itself. So we haven't tried anything from the Sephora brand. Obviously we've tried brands from Sephora, but haven't tried anything from the Sephora brand, so I can't really speak to whether it's similar to the things. I'm going to say right now, overall, we're pretty happy with this set.
So this is a Divergent limited edition collector's kit. You can see on the cover here it has, this is iconic from the book. It's the Ferris wheel, which is in the book, but I won't spoil it and talk about the book too much, but it is in the book. But it's really cool. It has holographic bits on it. On the front it also has the book title and movie title, which is Divergent on the front, and that's actually where you open the case up at.
It has a really nice magnetic closure on there too.
It's a nice big set. So in the top here, which you can see,
I'll hold it up for you so you can talk.
Thank you. So you have a little envelope which actually has the cards in it, and then here's the palettes here, lip glosses, and then it also comes with a brush.
With the set, I think it's really awesome because it comes with a, idea cards, I guess you'd call them, for each one of the eyeshadow palettes, and I think that is really awesome. It has, for each palette, it has a day and a night look, so that's really cool, especially if you're kind of new to makeup or you're trying to figure it out, especially me. I needed the look. I needed really this help.
And they're new ideas, too.
Oh, yeah, totally. So yeah, they have 3 of those. So like we said, this is, the setup. There's 1 face palette, there are 3 eyeshadow palettes, 4 lip glosses, and 1 double-ended brush. And we're just going to kind of go back and forth based on the things that we reviewed. Separately. We split it up.
Yeah, we bought it together. The purchase price is about $60.
It's $59.50 to be exact.
And so we decided we didn't want to spend that, for ourselves, so we went ahead and split it up.
Yes, we did. So just to start with the palettes, I decided to keep the Dauntless Eye palette as well as the Divergent Cheek palette. Let's just start with the Dauntless one. This is what it looks like on the inside. I will have close-up swatches of all of these, so, don't worry about that. So just a little bit of information about the packaging on these particular ones. I don't know if it's the type of eyeshadow, but it gets everywhere. And it's it reminds me of the look of the Lorac Pro, how it gets all dusty and gross everywhere. But it doesn't bother me too much, you blow it off and it's all good. It has a pretty good size mirror on all of the palettes, and then it comes with 4 of the regular shades for that palette, and then there is 1 on the side of each of the palettes. There's 1, it's called a Transformer shade. And what's interesting about these is that you can actually pull that Transformer shade off, and you can mix and match them with the other palettes. We decided to keep them together because
we liked them.
We liked them like that. But you can totally take this off and use it separately. So for the Dauntless Eye palette, there's 5 shadows. There is the Transformer shade, which is called Diverge. There is a matte black eyeshadow, and this is called Dauntless Ink. There's kind of like a taupey, metallic-y shade, and that's Abnegation Stone. There is a medium-toned-ish royal blue, and that's called Erudite Sapphire. And then the highlight shade, which is a vanilla-y color, is called Serene Vanilla. Something I found interesting about the names of these is that some of them relate to the books and the movie, and some of them have no connection at all. So that's a little weird. So just going shade by shade, as far as Diverge goes, this is a beautiful, beautiful color. It's like a dark emeraldy green with some crazy, crazy glitter action. If you don't like glittery eyeshadows, you probably won't like too many of the Transformer shades.
No.
But they're really fun to spice up a look, in my opinion. This one is really, really beautiful. I'll just do a little swatch for this one. It's extremely, extremely pigmented, and I think that this applies a lot better using your fingers rather than with a brush. I don't pick up as much. I pick up a lot of glitter with a brush, but I don't pick up as much of the base color with it. And the texture reminds me a lot of the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows, just in case you were wondering. As far as Dauntless Ink goes, I really like this shade. I'm a little afraid of it because I am new to makeup, so since it's a matte black and it's pretty pigmented, it's kind of scary to work with when you first start, but it blends really easily, and once I got the hang of it, it was, yeah. But it is just like a plain black, so it's nothing too special. As far as Abnegation Stone, I'm actually very surprised that this turned out to be my favorite shade in the palette, because usually those taupey shades are not my thing usually, but this one blends beautiful. It's definitely, you know, like I said, it's kind of a metallic-y, shimmery shade, so you might not like that if you're a matte shadow kind of girl, but it's really, really gorgeous. I am actually wearing it. It's going to be kind of hard to see from this far away, but I am wearing it as like a bottom liner. I really, really love this one. Yeah. Oh, it's also a very good transition shade. As far as the Erudite Sapphire, I believe that's how you say it. I think everybody says all the, like, the faction names completely different. I guess we'll see when the movie comes out how they're actually supposed to sound. But anyways, as far as this one goes, it's a beautiful blue, and that's the reason why I wanted this palette to begin with. It's a good blue, but the pigmentation isn't as amazing as some of the other shades in the palette. So it's kind of just like an kind of shade. I am wearing this eye palette today, and it is my eyelid shade. And then for the last color in the palette, which is Serene Vanilla, this one was the one that I was most disappointed in. It's very, very chalky. Really chalky, and I don't know if it's that it's this like almost the same color as my skin tone or what the deal is, because it didn't really show up on me. I used it as a highlight under my brow bone and kind of a little bit in my inner corner. You almost can't see it at all, so I ended up using the highlighter actually from the cheek palette, because that works a lot better. And with this palette, I had a lot of fallout. So I actually, when I did my makeup, I had like a tissue like this under my eye as I was doing the whole makeup look. So just keep that in mind, and Diverge seems to be the one with the biggest fallout for me. So, yeah. If you hate fallout, that you're probably not gonna really dig this too much, but I don't know if did you have any problems with fallout?
Yeah. I definitely would say the darker colors fall out more. I don't know if it's that you notice it more with the darker colors or than the lighter colors, but yeah, there's some fallout, especially lots of glitter.
Yeah. And she's going to talk about one of her palettes now.
Yeah, I'll start with the Abnegation palette. So this is what it looks like on the outside. If you piece all the palettes together, it actually again makes that Ferris wheel.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It is really cool. So again, like Hannah said, it clips off the Transform shade. So inside, this is what this palette looks like. I really like this palette. I think it's really nice. I think buying this set together really worked out well for us, because I tend to like neutral colors and she likes more darker, bold colors, and so it worked out well. So this palette has the Transform shade, which is actually called Transform on this palette, Bold Espresso, Intrepid Moss, Golden Honesty, and Altruistic Almond. So they're really nice colors. I really like the pigmentation of them, and they work really well for every day. The Transform shade is very glittery, So the Transform shade is basically just glitter on this one. It doesn't actually change your eye look as much as it just adds glitter to the look, which I actually like. I kind of like that about it. The Bold Espresso is kind of it doesn't have shimmer in it, it's just a bold brown. The Intrepid Moss does have some shimmer in it. It's almost like a gold shimmer. The Golden Honesty is a very nice gold color with lots of shimmer. And the Altruistic Almond is kind of a matte cream color. It's a little taupey, I guess.
It kind of reminds me of Naked from the original Naked palette. It looks a lot like that. And maybe a little bit lighter, but yeah.
But I feel like this palette gives lots of endless ideas to make new eye looks. I'd say that this palette is very versatile for different everyday looks. And you could also use it as night looks, but I'd say it's more of a daytime palette. It would be my personal preference. The Golden Honesty I think is my favorite shade from the palette because I really like golds and I like the way that it highlights my eye. The green, I'm not big on greens. I don't really like them much, but this one I actually tend to like okay. I think it works well because it's not too dark. It's kind of more of a neutral color. The dark brown is great for a crease color, and some people might be able to use it even for their eyebrows to fill it in if they want to. The Altruistic Almond would be my least favorite, and it did get kind of chalky as well. There is some fallout with this, again with the darker colors especially. You do get fallout, lots of glitter fallout, but I would think that it's worth it because there's such great pigmentation. So that would be my review of the Abnegation palette.
Okay, and now I'm going to talk about the face palette or the cheek palette. The reason I wanted this one is because, oh sorry if I'm blinding you, we haven't been paying attention to the mirrors very much, sorry. This one I wanted because I don't have very many face products at all. I own 2 blushes, I don't even own a bronzer, and I think I have 1 highlight. So that's why I wanted this to begin with. So I may not be the best person to ask opinions on about this, but I think that I played with it enough to kind of give you guys at least a roundabout idea. And if you go and swatch this in the store, I think you'll get a good idea. But anyways, it comes with 2 blushes, 1 matte and 1 shimmer shade, and then a highlighter which is shimmery and a matte bronzer. So I'm just going to talk about the blushes first. There is Obscure Coral, which is a very bright corally color, and then there is Misty Rose, which is again the matte shade, and it's kind of like it reminds me of like an antiqued rose color. It's almost a little bit mauvey. It got some brown tones in it. So as far as the coral shade, the Obscure Coral, it's really shimmery, and since I'm kind of new to blush, I was kind of afraid of this one a little bit. It's pretty pigmented, but it blends easily is what I really like about these, is that because I'm kind of afraid of going too heavy-handed with it, they blend out really easily, so if I get too crazy, I can put, mix some powder in with it and kind of make it a little bit more, less crazy. Less like a clown face. So yeah, that one's pretty nice. I might like it a little bit more in the summertime for, for the glitter to pick up a little bit more. The Misty Rose is the one that I ended up wearing the most. And it's just a really nice natural color. I have to go very light-handed when I wear blush because I already have a lot of red pigmentation in my cheeks, which doesn't actually bother me too much. It kind of looks like I have a natural flush most of the time. So I don't wear too much blush, but this one seemed very natural. It kind of blended in very nicely with the, natural pigmentation in my face. As far as the Gleaming Pearl highlighter, I really actually quite enjoyed this.
It's really pretty.
It is really, really pretty. Like I said before, I ended up using it as my highlighter and my brow bone, and I even popped a little bit in my inner corner. It's really nice. It blends out really easily. It's very gold toned. It's a very gold toned one, so it kind of gives you a little bit of a bronzy, goddessy type look. I popped it on the bridge of my nose and a little bit on my cheekbones. Might be hard to tell from this far away, plus it's kind of gloomy outside. But like I said, you'll get up close shots of all of these. But I just really like it because it blends out really easily. Alright, and as far as the bronze goes, which is called Intelligent Bronze, which is a little weird. I don't know how a bronzer can be smart, but I don't know, ask the erudite. Ha ha. That was lame. Anyways, so as far as bronzers goes, again, I don't have a ton of experience, but this one kind of felt a little bit orangey to me, just a little bit dark because I am so fair. It might work a little bit better on some slightly darker skin tones. This blends out pretty well. It is a little bit easy to get kind of heavy-handed crazy with it. So I kind of tend to use like a really... I actually was using the e.l.f. Small stippling brush because I wasn't picking up very much product, so it was really easy to not go too heavy-handed with it. But overall, I think that this is a great little palette, maybe great for travel and stuff because you have 2 blush choices and a really good highlighter. I love this. This is my favorite part of the palette. And a bronzer that I think is pretty good. I mean, obviously you want to go a little bit light with it. But yeah, overall I really like this palette.
It looks nice on you too. I really like it.
Thank you.
She's finally wearing blush.
I know, right?
So I have the Erudite palette, was the other palette that I had for part of the set. So if we open it up, I like this palette. This was actually my very favorite. I'm glad we didn't have to fight about it because again, she doesn't like neutrals and I do. So I got what I wanted. So the colors for this palette, there is the Transform shade. This one is called Choose. So there's Burnt Mahogany, Radiant Initiation, Peaceful Shimmer, and Humble Sheen. So those are the colors of the palette. I don't know if you can see them too well, but Burnt Mahogany is a brown, a lot like in the other palette, but it has more of a red tone. The Radiant Initiation is a really unusual color. It's kind of like a gray brown, and you'd think it wouldn't look very good. On the cards that it gives you, it's actually used as a crease color to accentuate the crease, and I actually really liked it on me. I'm actually wearing it today, not that you can probably tell, but I am. The Peaceful Shimmer and the Humble Sheen are both kind of in the same color categories. They're both kind of peachy. The Peaceful Shimmer is more of a bronze peach, and then the Humble Sheen is more of a champagne kind of peach. So they're very, very nice colors. Again, more of a daytime palette. I really like the pigmentation on them, and they're also very, very heavy on the glitter, especially the Choose. This one is kind of has a base of a kind of a peach to it as well. They're all kind of peach toned, I guess.
Very warm tone palette.
Very warm tone palette, yes, for sure. The Burnt Mahogany and the Radiant Initiation are matte shades. They don't have any sparkle to them, but the rest of them do. But I really liked it. Again, there is fallout with the darker colors and some glitter fallout, but the pigmentation I think pays off for it. And there's just enough colors that you can have a lot of different looks. So I really like it. It was really nice to have. Next in the kit, we were going to look at the glosses. So this is the first gloss that we'll look at. This is called Supreme Ritual. And as you can tell, it's a very nude color and it barely has shimmer to it. It doesn't really translate on the lips when you put it on. But this is a great, just neutral color to wear. Great gloss. It has a very light minty flavor and I guess, feel to it. It's kind of tingly a little bit, but it's not so much that it would annoy you. At least it doesn't annoy me. Maybe it would annoy you. I don't know. But I really like them. It's great to put over any kind of lipstick. Yeah, this one again is just real neutral.
So the lip gloss that I'm going to talk about is called Temptation's Choice. And this one is very sheer compared to the other lip glosses in the set, and it's very glittery compared to the other lip glosses in the set. The reason I chose it is because it was sheer. I usually like wearing more pigmented, more matte type lipsticks and things like that. That's what I usually like to wear on my lips. I don't wear lip gloss that often, but I thought if I ever did want some shine that this would be a good one to put over top most any color. And that is exactly what it is. So one thing that I noticed about this is that the glitter, if you wipe it off at the end of the day, it does leave some glitter behind, kind of in the cracks of your lips and stuff. If you don't like that, I wouldn't recommend this particular gloss, but it doesn't really bother me. In fact, I kind of like the look that it gives. One thing that I noticed about the feel that it gives you, like I said, I don't wear a ton of gloss, so I don't know if this is something that's normal, but when I first put it on, it definitely feels a little bit sticky, not too bad, but after about 20 minutes or so, it almost feels like it absorbed into my skin, or it like disappeared while I was talking or something, because it has a different feel to it now. It doesn't feel as glossy and as shiny as it did when I first applied it, and it almost feels a little bit goopy, a little bit gritty. So I don't really like that about this, but if I'm just going to put on some pretty lip gloss to film or just to add like a little bit of a topper, I definitely enjoy this gloss for that. Something about the applicator, it's a small doe foot applicator. I just don't feel like I can get very much product on.
You have to dip it twice.
Yeah, you have to dip it several times before you can get enough to like put it over your whole mouth. So that's something to keep in mind.
You do have a big mouth, so it might have something to do with it.
That's not even going in bloopers. That's just going straight in the video. But I think that that's all I have to say about this particular gloss. Yeah, I'm not a gloss person, so may not be the best person to ask.
Well, I do like glosses. I know Hannah doesn't like them usually because they're really sticky, and I feel like these aren't sticky. I do know what you mean. You put it on and it feels really nice and creamy at first, and then it does kind of set and gets a little... yeah. The next gloss that I tried out is called Fear Not, and this is kind of a nice rose-colored gloss. It has a lot of shimmer as well, probably second shimmeriest next to Temptation's Choice that Hannah tried out. Has a real gold shimmer to it. I really like it. It's a really nice color. Looks great over lipsticks as well.
So something we forgot to mention at the very beginning when we were talking about the glosses, they are all minty, not just the one that she talked about. Yeah. They're all minty and they all have a minty smell. They kind of tingle a little bit at the first, like when you first apply it, but they are by no means like a plumping lip gloss or anything, so you don't need to worry about any irritation.
The last gloss in the set is called Natural Virtue. This is a real pinkish nude color. It doesn't have much shimmer. None that translates on the lips at least. It works well over any lipstick. So overall, all the glosses in the set are really nice. They work well over anything. Kind of is dependent on how much shimmer you like over your lipstick. But they all work well, have that nice mint feel. Here's a look at all four of them together so maybe you can tell a little bit.
They're all pretty neutral. There's nothing like crazy special about the colors in particular.
But they're nice. Throw in your purse, wear every day.
Yeah, definitely nice for that.
Yeah.
So the last thing that comes in the set is a double-ended brush, and I really wanted this because I definitely wanted more like nice face brushes. I only have like 3 and they kind of all suck. So I definitely wanted some nice face brushes. On one side it has an angled, I don't know if you'd say a blush brush, but kind of a very versatile angled face brush. You could probably figure out a way to use this for just about any face product. And then kind of a fluffier, almost like a blending brush, it seems, for eyeshadow. I tended to actually use this a little bit for highlight more than eyeshadow, but it's kind of like nice. It's fairly floppy. So it's kind of like a nice, like, it's not too stiff, but it's a pretty good, like, dense brush. So it's really good to, like, you know, put in the socket and to kind of blend out any shades like that. As far as the angled fluffy brush, I really liked this for blush. I thought I was going to like it more as like for a contour because of the angle in it, but it seemed a little bit too dense for me for contouring. Sorry, it's dirty. I used it today. But yeah, it was just a little bit too dense for me personally. But like I said before, I think you could kind of find a way to make this brush work, do whatever you wanted it to do, except for eyeshadow. You probably couldn't do that with this brush, unless you had like really big eyes or something. So the other thing about this brush is that it has Divergent printed on it. It's really, really faint. It's like black on black, so it's really hard to see, but it's, you know, kind of something nice to add to it. Overall, I think that this brush is pretty nice. I really like how soft it is. Like I said, it's definitely more dense, but it's not the kind of stiff dense. It's got a little bit of give to it, so it's nice. I really enjoy this brush. So for 60 bucks, I mean, it's definitely kind of, you know, at your own discretion whether or not you think that this is something you'd be interested in. I think that we would definitely recommend, if you have a friend or 2 friends that you would want to split this up with, I think that'd be a much better idea in my opinion, because you get more use from each of the individual products. So overall, like I said, we really like this palette. I really would like to know what you guys think of this palette, and if you guys like this review, and if you want to hear more makeup-y type things from me. And also, please tell her that she should be in more videos, because I really enjoy having her in my videos, and I really hope that you guys do too, because she brings something extra to the table, and she doesn't think that you guys like her. So tell that, guys, you need to leave comments and tell her that you guys love her being in this video, because, yeah. Also, I will leave a link down below of the other video that we did together, which was really fun. It was the blindfolded makeup challenge, and I'm really hoping that she joins me in more videos, so yeah.
Well, it was fun. Thank you for having me.
And I hope you guys are having a fabulous day, and yeah, I will talk to you later, guys. Bye! No, it's okay. It's okay. Okay. She's a little nervous, guys. Okay, you ready? Mm-hmm. Are you sure you're ready?
Uh-huh. It's ready. It's over me.
Okay, but be yourself. Don't be like, and today we are going to do this. It's going to be so much fun, guys. Okay. You be yourself?
Who am I?
Dauntless. Okay, are you ready?
If there was ever a test, I think that proves that I'm not.
Okay. Are you ready now? So we... Oh. There was a hair in my eyelash. So that's why you gotta not be afraid to screw up, because otherwise, you know, if your nose itches, just itch it. But stop talking first and then itch it. Don't be like, and I really love this color because... So, if you guys have not... Oh, you were looking the wrong way. Shit, what was I talking about before that?
Makeup?
Oh, yeah.
The box.
The box.
In the books.
Yeah, oh. So just a little bit of background knowledge. No, I already said that. See, this is what it's like to film. You gotta...
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know if it's okay. Yeah. Okay. Alright. You doing okay? Oh, what's wrong?
Okay, so for the Dauntless Eye Palette, there is... Shoot, there's crap all over. Because... excuse me.
It's very... What's the word I'm looking for? Very changeable, but very...
versatile.
That's the one. So I'd say the shade... Fuck.
Excuse me. When I talk a lot, I seriously burp more. Like, I don't know if that's why I have to slow down sometimes.
Gulping in air or something.
I don't know. I would definitely check that out if you are in that color category. Color category? Does that sound weird?
Racist.
Is right? I think the highest end makeup, highest end. I don't know. I'm not going to say that. Never mind. That's just going to take it somewhere else.
He's poor.
Okay, I'm really sorry. That's the candor in me coming out. The candor in me is showing.
The abnegation in me cares.
With the glosses, but it kind of dries a little bit more. That's your phone.
Oh, now, yeah, you turn it on when I, like, stick lipstick up my nose.
So I was just talking for like 10 minutes and it wasn't recording. It was amazing.
I caught it, though. I'm so smart.
Somebody knows more about cameras than I do.
Yeah, red is on.
Red is on. Oh, I get it. I thought you meant like red is on.
We soared.
Okay. Now we're getting more nervous as it goes on because
I'm not more
keep
nervous
talking
now. I
out.
just feel comfortable.
Okay.
Looking at myself.
Alright, so... okay, so the lipstick...
Gloss. It's gloss.
So the lip gloss that I'm going to talk about is called That's a little weird. Okay.
Anyways, here's the next one that I was gonna review. This is Fear Not.
Okay,
and
can you do that again? I had to itch my nose.
God.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm trying to help.
I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
I work on YouTube. I love you.
I love you too. I feel like you're pushing me out of the frame. You're just like, just scoot over there, Hannah.
It's all about me. It's like when we were little. Hi, Mom! Yep. Some things never change.
Okay.
The last gloss in this... You're wiping your mouth.
Spit all over myself. I splurbled. That's an inside joke. If you don't know what splurbled is, you're missing out
You're
on
obviously
something.
not one of our sisters. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I have to pee, so hurry up.
Oh, God. The pressure.
Okay. Maybe we shouldn't just go like laugh, 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 stop.
It's gonna be like laugh, laugh, laugh.
I was trying to laugh soft so that we eased into the serious.
Eased
into the serious.
Oh, the serious. The
The
serious.
serious. Oh my god, look at how much of this thing we've already used. We've already used like 40 minutes of this.
Oh my god. Don't get editing.
Yep.
This is a real boring color.
It's really boring. Why am I like using the brush to like flick my hair
You just
away?
hit it in my face.
Get out of my way, sister. This is my show.
Rude. I really love you.
I love you too. We have some competition going on. Okay, sorry, no more. We have too many bloopers as is.
Rude.
Icky sound. Okay. Very
happy
good
with them.
everyday shade type thingamajigs. Dealy mababos.
Lip glosses.
Lip glosses. I see you're still pushing me out of the frame. Okay.
I have the Ferris wheel on it.
Yeah, it's like a
Which is
muscle
pretty
tee.
cool. Yeah, it's a muscle tee, which I don't really like. You know, I mean, I've got muscles and all that good stuff.
But we got our shirts at Hot Topic, by the way.
No, we have to start over. I'm not
No, it's all good. That's not Okay, I think
Okay.
that's it for now. I think we've wasted a full hour of footage. A full hour,
Good
guys.
luck editing.
Should she help edit? Vote down below. Should Millie help edit?
How do you know what one's yours? Just by looking at it.
And well, mine was over here. That's how I know. Okay, this is way too long. Talk to you later. Bye.
Oh, fuck.